Talk about this election night, and here to break down the results is ABC 24 political analyst Otis Sanford and Republican and former Shelby County Commissioner Mark Billingsley. Gentlemen, thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Now, the only partisan countywide race, as we mentioned, really wasn't a very exciting one. Most folks don't even know what the General Sessions Court clerk does, but it did get a lot of attention from both parties because it was the only countywide race. So, Otis, you first. What are your thoughts with Tammy Sawyer winning this one so easily?
Well, first of all, I think she won easily because Democrats outnumbered Republicans in this primary and county general election. If you look at early voting numbers, Democratic people who pulled Democratic ballot far outpaced Republicans. But there were some other reasons too. I think a lot of Memphis voters were put off by the negative campaigning that the Republican Party, not necessarily Lisa Arnold herself, but the Republican Party.
Yeah, she distanced herself from
she did.
those ads.
But the Republican Party went very negative on her. And plus, you have to go back to 1992 when the Republicans are the ones who made these court clerks' offices and county registers and all of that partisan elections, thinking that they would be able to sweep it, and they did for several years, but now the tables have turned.
That's right. It used to be like city council or school board now, where there's no partisanship.
Exactly.
Can we go back to that Elvis story and talk about something else?
Yeah, because this fits in nicely
Yeah.
with what's going on with the Republican Party in Shelby County. Will we ever see a Republican win countywide office again, Mark? I mean, when you look at the numbers, Democrats so far outnumber Republicans, it's not even funny right now.
Well, Republicans have to be the master of their own destiny. And what does that mean? That means that the local parties, we have some outstanding Republican parties, especially some of the women-led Republican parties, absolutely some of the hardest workers. But we've got to unite the local Republican Party. There's a lot of really good people in the party.
But you also got to woo over some Democrats, don't you?
Well, we do. And you know, I think Lisa Arnold really tried to make the argument about experience over Tammy Sawyer. Former Commissioner Sawyer, who I served with, has great name ID. And so that was hard to overcome. The experience factor, I think Republicans hoped that would have been more, especially in terms of what happened with Wanda Halbert. But it didn't stick. And congratulations to former Commissioner Sawyer in her new role.
Absolutely. I do think some Democrats voters did cross over and vote for Lisa Arnold.
They did,
but it was not nearly enough for her to win.
No, and we've got to turn Republicans out. It's time if you want to change in Memphis and Shelby County, you've got to get out to vote.
Well, let's talk about the U.S. Senate race. We don't have much time to talk about it, but in deep red Tennessee, Otis, given the fundraising advantage that Marsha Blackburn has, what on earth does Gloria Johnson have to do to give herself a chance?
A prayer first.
A prayer, okay.
And then this is a very tough road for Gloria Johnson.
Now that graphic's a little misleading. She won with 89% of the vote against her Republican opponent.
Exactly.
Gloria Johnson got 77% of the vote against several other Democrats.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's going to be very tough for Gloria Johnson in deep red Tennessee. The only thing that can give her a smidgen of hope is that there is now real excitement in the presidential election. And I expect to see a 2008 Barack Obama level turnout in Shelby County, in Davidson County, maybe even in Knox County. That will give her some hope, but I just don't see the numbers there.
Okay, real quick, what's your response? Any chance that Blackburn loses the seat? I don't think you're too worried.
Not. Senator Blackburn's going to be back, and we appreciate her service.
Yeah. Okay, and you're going to sleep well tonight?
I'm going to sleep well. Blackburn's coming back.
All right, very good. All right, now let's sort over to Kit.